Hi, everybody. Welcome to our live date with Nate and with the wonderful Nate of the Third Wish, who is here. And we got over 1,000 altogether yesterday on the fundraiser for your, if I can get the thing up, for your Whales of the, or Voices of the Whales Oracle deck. I'll get it right in a minute.
This is
And
a fundraiser for the Wales Trust, an
these
organization.
cards are gorgeous, y'all. I mean, the artwork is just divine. So, and they're so easy to shuffle. I love that.
And
And
on
he's
the
got
edge,
mugs. I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, hello and good morning to everybody. I was like banging them out one after another yesterday. I literally fell asleep at my desk. Well, y'all have seen me do that when I've been live on air. They've seen me go, I go right down. And I come up and there were like 10 people say, Sherry, it's time for bed. I'm like, okay. I have some of my regulars that are always fussing at me. Take a drink. You're getting gravelly. Hydrate, hydrate. I'm like, okay, okay. So good morning to Laura Kraft, Three Shifting Veils. Who's Debbie? We got to get back together again for a show. There go the dogs. Stargazer. Mary is the golden girl. I like that name. Lupe Zodiac Cafe. Uh, Mil- Millenord. Millenord. I'm sorry. I'm butchering that. My apologies. Annie's Gift, 1009 Lucky Girl, Irene Oswald's, Owen Walker is here, Mary Avila, um, Dorella, Tapioca Thievery is here, Sandy Johnson is here, Jade Flowers is here, Sherry Simpson, Cynthia Warner, Karen Alexander, Selena Essence of the Moon is here. She will be with me tonight for the slumber party. So make sure you check in. Selena is awesome, awesome, awesome. Make sure you go to her channel and click like and subscribe. And she does some really, really cool stuff on her channel. And we've got Karen Alexander, Gemini, Marari, and yeah, another Gemini's in the house. And Irene Oswald, Patricia Apperson. Uh, okay, I'm getting into Tinkerbell is here. Edward is here. Hey, Edward, he's one of the ones that fusses at me all the time. Take a drink, Jerry. It's time to go to bed, Sherry. Edward takes good care of me. And let's see, we got Wood Sprite, Violet Strange. Oh, thank you for the donation, Mary. Um, Dorilla, Sage Burner. I'm trying to see if there's any new. Okay, I got to the end. I'll have to scroll back up now for questions, but I got to the end anyway. So welcome, welcome, welcome. We're gonna do
Questions.
and do some little mini readings. Do readings with nails with Nate's wonderful Oracle. I'm not awake yet, y'all. I'm telling you. I literally fell asleep at my desk and I woke up like around 1 a.m. and I'm just kind of like leaning on the desk going, okay, crap, I need to go to bed. And I was in the middle of doing thumbnails or something. I had to stop because I was literally mixing them up in my fevered haze. I had to go in and just delete everything I did. It's like, I'll do it in the morning. I'm going to go to bed. And that's what I get for cooking all day and then doing 3 shows back to back. And then it's like, yeah, it's like, I ain't no spring chicken no more. I can't do stuff like this. If you would like to contact Nate, get more information about his channel or his website, All the information is right there, as well as in the description box below, where should be clickable links. So
And
that
just a side comment that when it comes to my products, the Oracle's Tarot Decks magazine, it's 25% off until Monday. So that's quite a nice saving if you hit it up.
awesome.
Yes.
Very good. Well, and I will be running a special for the month of December on personal readings, 25% off. So because prices are going up in January. Not by much, just a little bit, but I got to kind of keep up with the cost of things. So, but that's on personal readings. Membership and stuff stays the same. None of that changes. But all the month of December, if you want a personal reading or if you want to gift somebody a personal reading, first make sure that they want one before you gift it to them. Just make sure that they want one. I've had that happen before, and the person's like, I don't want a reading. Give it to somebody else. I'm like, okay, that's fine.
Or dragging their feet if you feel like you have to have it, but yes.
Yeah, I mean, so it's like I don't want anybody to feel offended because somebody gifted them a reading and they're like, I don't want to do that. I'm like, pardon me. Anyway, so month of December, 25% off personal readings if you would like one. And the last Christmas week and New Year's week, I'm on vacation. So I will have a lot more open slots for personal readings if you want to join, if you want to get one during that time. Otherwise it goes back to weekends only when I'm working. And but let me see. Oh, real quick before I forget. If you are interested in making a donation or volunteering to help out, there is electiontruthalliance.org. They are a nonprofit. They're the ones that are doing the analytical computer uh, forensics on all of the machines and voting information from 2024. And the information they've been getting y'all is just eye-popping as to how bad the election was messed with and the way they got numbers shifted and stuff. So, I mean, you go to their website, you can watch all kinds. They've got a YouTube channel as well.
Mm.
You can watch their videos. They come on and do lives on different podcasts where they explain, what they're doing, how they're doing it. The same for smartelections.us. They do the same exact thing as Election Truth Alliance, just they're based on the West Coast and Election Truth is based on the East Coast. So, but they work together. It's like they share information, they work together. They've done podcasts, like being guest on podcasts together.
Sherry,
And
have you thought of contacting them to maybe be on your channel? Maybe
I've been thinking about it. I don't
yeah.
know how they would feel about going on a psychic channel, but I've been thinking about emailing them and saying, because the first time I saw them was on Christopher Titus podcast. He's a comedian and he does like a 2 hour, 1.5 hour, 2 hour podcast twice a week, every week with his wife, who's also a comedian, and another guy that's with him that I don't know what he does exactly, but they're hilarious. I mean, they don't pull any punches. The language is really rough and they can get really down and dirty, but they're funny doing it. So that's where I first saw Election Truth Alliance, was on the Christopher Titus podcast. And I was like, oh, wow, I got to go check these people out.
And not that thought hit that you might, I think if you were to reach out to them, you might get them to respond. I would try, Sherry.
Yeah, man, I've been trying to get in touch with I can't think of his name now. He's known as the Raging Cajun. He was like Bill Clinton's PR guy. He's the one that came up with "It's the economy, stupid." What is his name, guys? Come on, give me his name. I can't. I'm going completely blank. Anyway, oh, that drives me crazy when it's right there and I can't think of his name. Anyway,
Carville.
Yes, James Carville. That's his name.
You.
Thank you. I could see his face, and he's local. I mean, he's LSU, I'm UL, but so we're kind of conflicting in that way, football team wise. But he's down here too. I've been trying to get in touch with him to invite him to come on and talk about it, maybe like local politics, Louisiana politics, which he does both. He's does a couple of shows on I think Occupy Democrats. He does a couple of shows, and then Midas Touch. So that's kind of cool. And all right, so let's go to the top here and look for some questions. And oh wow, we got somebody from Norway, all the way here from Norway.
Welcome.
Is it cold there? Or is it summertime there? I can never tell because I know in like New Zealand it's summertime, or it's summertime, or it's going into summertime as we're going into wintertime. They're opposite than us, and in Australia and stuff. Where's everyone else this morning? Everybody's in food stupors. They're like probably passed out in their bed because they ate too much yesterday, especially if they were in the U.S. Food comas, yeah, that too. So I know, like I said, I did it myself last night at my desk after I ate, because Thursday I did the turkey and all the stuff, and then yesterday I made a huge pot of gumbo and ate 2 bowls of it, which is not normal for me, but I was hungry. And
how big the bowls are?
They're small little cereal bowls. They're not big bowls. I can't eat that much at one time, but it's like I ate a bowl and then a few hours later I reheated it and ate some more. I was like, that's not normal for me. Usually one bowl that covers me for the day, but it was good. And tapioca thievery, I saw that this morning. I went over 9,000, y'all. I was doing the happy dance in my nightgown this morning. I did it. I got over 9,000, so I'm almost to 10,000. That's my goal, 10,000 by Christmas. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you've not subscribed to Nate's channel, please go over to Nate's channel and subscribe. He has some
coming up too that I'm trying to reach.
He 25. Has some wonderful. You're hitting 25, right?
Well, I'm close, like 100 close.
Okay, yeah. Well, see, we got to get him to 25. So, okay, up first, we got Edward, who's a member. Would love a reading on energy for the coming month. You got it, darling. All right, I'm going to try to star some of these questions real quick.
Energy for December for Edward.
Yeah.
Energy for the coming.
Let's see. What if we cut for?
Oh, I like that energy. Should I start, Sherry?
Yes, sir. Go right ahead. I'm shuffling here.
First card is the world. The world, and so it usually has to deal with a cycle that is closing and a new cycle. So you're changing cycle. It's an influx of new energy. Temperance, it's also going with the flow, in a sense that things have been coming your way. Just basically release and surrender because things are happening for you. And so it's like one of those moments where The more you trust, the more you believe, the more things are going to come the way that you want it to be. And then the lovers that I hide a little bit because we can
Yeah, you
see.
gotta hide the bits.
Um, but it has to deal with relationships, so not necessarily romantic. It can be, but it's good connections with people. So it looks like a fantastic month.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. First thing I got was protect your energy. So make sure that you guard your energy. Ask your guides, your ancestors for extra protection on your energy so that it can't get disrupted by somebody who doesn't have your best interest at heart. And then I got oceanic wisdom, which stands for wisdom. And that is, again, that's telling you call on your intuition, talk to your guides, talk to your ancestors. Um, if you're good at doing deep meditations, maybe do a meditation on whales and ocean depths to bring you down and help you maybe work out some things or see some things. Um, yeah, I put the book somewhere and I can't find it now. So
No problem.
is number two. Is number two. So it's right at the beginning. Oceanic wisdom, which stands for wisdom. So I pulled it several times yesterday, so I sort of kind of remembered what
Trust
it
your
says.
intuition. Learn from nature. And it's kind of what I was saying, going with the flow, surrender, release, flow, adapt. It's the same message, just in a different way.
Yeah,
And the answers will come to you. So that's the key word. The answers will come to you rather than you seeking the answers. Yeah.
there you go. There you go. Because when you sit down and really focus in on what your guides are telling you, that's when they're going to give you um, that's when they're going to give you some really good insights on kind of what to do and how to do it. Okay, let's see. Sandy's next. Sandy's a member. And Nate, if you spot anyone in the chat that has a question that is one of your members, let me know. That way we can pop them up.
I believe
Um,
Sandy, one of my member too, so that worked just fine.
okay. And Sandy, I big changes coming. Is everything going to work out? I heard yes in my that's the first thing they said was, well, yes.
I
Like,
mean,
why are you questioning it?
a quick thing for you, Sandy, with the Ten of Swords. This is an end of cycle, beginning of a new cycle. So maybe what you're feeling with the big changes is that whole transition where you let go of something, you move towards something. But the change are good. It just feel like it feels so much of that sunset energy, that card here. You see that sun when the sun really closes down and there's a new day coming. That's what that energy feels, I feel.
Yeah. I got making progress. So this is just something that's going to help you to continue to move forward in your life, from work to family to friends. What it's just going to be very beneficial for you. And then I got into the battle. So whatever you've been dealing with where you are now, this is going to kind of wipe that. It's like it's a done deal now. Don't worry about it. You got new stuff coming. And
Yep.
and it's making progress. It's going to take you in directions you need to go in. So I feel that, and they're in my ear saying yes, it's going to be fine. So they're kind of adamant about that. And let's see who is Tapioca is up next. Thank you for your donation, and she's also a member. So,
Me too.
how will December look for finances and work? Good question.
How will December look for finances and work? Interesting. Tapioca. I got both the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands. And
Oh,
so that means a lot of planning. I would feel that as much as maybe you're looking for specifics on the actual finances for the month of December, what the spirits are telling you is that yes, it's important to focus on short term, but you gotta think long term. Your 2026 year, your 2027 year, and how you're gonna plan. What are spend time to strategize a little bit of what's gonna matter for your long-term future. So think about it for the short term, but very important, planning ahead for the long term. Yes.
there you go. All right. And uh I got caring for others. So part of your December is you're going to be focused in on taking care of some other folks, whether if that's coworkers, family members, children, friends. There's going to be somebody in your life that's going to need some help. And Spirit's saying you're going to be kind of keeping an eye out for them and taking care of them a little bit. And then I got happiness, high vibes. So that's telling me that you're going to be in a position where you're going to really be up. And so that very well could be your finances, your job, your family, everything's just kind of cruising right along and going well. And you're going to be in that happiness high vibe. I mean, that's that's a hard vibe to shake. And then I pulled, what number is that? Number 17. I pulled from Nate's deck, Marine Alchemy Growth. And so that is transform challenges into opportunities for growth. So that kind of speaks to finances looking up as you transform, you're growing. So that's bringing you up in whatever challenges you're facing in your life, especially with your job and your finances. And and it says that trust the currents that you're in, trust the flow that you're in, and it's going to help direct you in the right direction so that you can kind of go where you go and do what it is that you need to go and do. And okay, let's see here. Um, okay, Laura made a donation. Thank you, Laura. And how are things looking for my family this holiday season? And will I be able to keep working? Yeah, that's working is something that's really got a lot of folks
Worried.
worried. Yeah, exactly. Um, oh, wow. Carol says it's snowing in Chicago. Be careful.
All right. I got for you from my deck Moonlit Whispers Intuition, and I'm
Oh,
gonna go read what it suggests you do. Trust your voice from within, honor the wisdom from the past, look for signs in nature, and remember that you're not alone in your search for understanding. The answers are within you, illuminated by the same light that guides the tides. Step forward, open your mind, and listen. The moon is speaking. So it has a lot to deal with the influence that you have energetically to make it a good holiday season. Listen to the messages that you're receiving and act accordingly, and then your season will go well. There's nothing here that suggests that you won't be able to keep working. I actually feel that you will be able to work. Um, I think it has also that strong sense of flow.
All right, there you go. I was reading and not pulling. All right. Slow pace. You need to slow your pace down a little bit. Okay, so it takes you an extra hour to get some stuff done. That's okay because that keeps you from getting too tired or from accidentally hurting yourself because you're rushing. You really don't want to do that if you have to be out on the roads traveling. You want to slow it down and take your time because there's going to be a lot of idiots and a lot of drunks on the road. If you're in the US, you know that. The closer it gets to holiday time, the crazier people get. And then I got you need balance. So this is telling you you need to balance out your work and your life time. Okay? Don't let one overwhelm the other. Now realize holidays times a lot of people have to put in extra hours and stuff at work, but try to make up that difference by spending a little extra time with family. You want to balance it out, and because you don't want to literally be like me and falling asleep at your desk at midnight because you're pushing it too hard. Um, and then I pulled Guardian of the Abyss, which is protection. So this is protect your inner depths with the strengths of the whale spirits. So that again, that goes right along with your balance and slowing your pace. And that's asking spirit for protection as you're out and about and doing things. Ask your angels and your guides, please keep me protected, keep my family protected. That can make a huge difference. I mean, because they're there to take care of us. We just have to be willing to um, accept it. And a lot of people tend to think, "Oh, I can do it. I don't need help." But yeah, we all need help. So that's important. And okay, let's see. Let me go back here to. All right, and there was one that made a donation, but her question, she couldn't attach her question. There we go. Mary is a golden girl. Um, what kind of mini reading do you want, Mary? Are you just like some, what do you want us to ask for when we do
I
the
think
reading?
she had a specific question. Let me just
I'm trying to see if um
so far I'm not seeing a specific question.
yeah, all I see is the one that she put. May I have a mini reading?
Maybe she just wants like a
Uh,
couple of cards or
yeah, okay, she has a lot of changes that are coming on quickly.
okay.
So I
So
guess just kind of how that energy flow is going to go. Dealing with changes. Thank you. That helps us know what to ask for spirit to give us an answer when we know what you want to know. Hi, Viviani. And hi, Celtic Seer. Okay.
uh Mary, my three of wands, which is kind of looking ahead, with my seven of cups. Uh it says here that you have to really take a little bit of a step back to think about the changes that are coming your way. The example that I would say is, when you're dealing with a lot of things, you're really kind of in the middle of it. And because you're so in the middle of it, you don't have that step back perspective here. And so, what the spirit suggests is just step back, look at the situation a little bit from an outside point of view. And I think you will be guided into those changes or maneuvering those changes in a way that helps you. And so basically try to take a step back, try to look at it from a different perspective, and then maneuver, and you're going to be fine. I think it's also with this card here that I got of uncertainty. You see, like in this card, lots of things going on everywhere all at once, but you navigate through it. You're just going to be able to navigate, but that stepping back is going to help you.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I think I've got everybody, and Laura is just saying a thank you. Thank you, Laura. And thank you for your donation. That's awfully
But
kind of
you
you.
haven't read for Mary yourself,
Uh, yeah,
Sherry.
Mary made.
I read for Mary, but you haven't.
Oh, I didn't read for him? All right, guys. I told you I'm still in brain dead mode. Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna start out. The first thing I got was celestial compass path. And so that's talking about navigating your spiritual path, guided by the stars. And so that's one of the ways. It's kind of like navigating purposefully, looking looking and asking for specific directions of where spirit wants you to go in.
Yeah.
If you're looking to move, if you're looking for another job, if you're looking at a new relationship, that's when you really want to talk to spirit and say, okay, um, what what is it that I need to focus on? Where do I put that focus? That's what I'm getting from that. And then let's see what did the other we got. Fixing the problem. So whatever it is you're dealing with, you need to fix that problem. And then I've got consequence, bad choice. So that's why it's important to really try to talk to your guides, talk to your angels, and say what direction. Because if you don't check in with them, you can make bad choices, and there are consequences for those bad choices. And most of the time, we don't want to go there when it comes to bad choices. So yeah, just spend that extra time talking to your folks. Okay, let's see. Debbie's a member. Um, my daughter-in-law's pregnant.
Well,
What gender will their last child be? Go away, Papa. Okay. Right. If you're ready, Nate, go right ahead.
I was getting boy. I'm not. I was getting boy, but I'm curious to get what you get.
Will Debbie's grandchild be a girl? Nope. Would be a boy. Yep. Okay, my pendulum agrees with Nate. So there you go. You got a little boy coming. Oh, isn't that going to be? Boys are so much easier than girls. I never had girls, but I've been told this by other parents who have boys and girls that boys are so much easier than girls when it comes to raising them up. Um, let's see. Celtic Seer. Uh, what
Okay.
does 2026 have in store for me?
It's interesting, Celtics here. I get like a very good energy for you in 2026, where you kind of realign everything, put things into order. It's almost like in terms of the organization of your life, your project, your activities. I keep seeing like alignment, like almost like either a triangle or forward movement. And so what kind of might have been at different places in 2025, it feels like you're able to kind of align everything well. And so when you things start to align, then that's when you start to get the results that you want. And so I'm kind of excited to see that, because you still at the beginning of 26 have that alignment to do, but I see during the year it really pays off very well.
Absolutely. Well, the first thing I pulled was oceanic wisdom again, which is wisdom. And that's just getting with your guides, talking to your spirit guides, your ancestors, and just asking them to show you what direction is best for you to go in, so that you're able to make the right choices. I also got burdens and responsibilities. So you're going to have some things that you're going to have to be the one taking care of it, whether if it's family or work. Those burdens or whatnot are going to kind of fall onto your shoulders. So if you prepare for them, then it's not as devastating and or upsetting as it can be. Because then I got reward for effort. So I feel like whatever it is that you're doing or how you're doing it, you're going to see some big rewards come to you in 2026. Whether that's a better job, higher income, a big bonus. I'm just seeing that, yeah, I mean, they're just saying you're going to get rewarded for your hard work, for your efforts. And so that's pretty cool. All right, let's see. Who do I have next? Is Kaya, who's a member. Info on my spirit guides.
We did not understand what they said. You know what? The first thing I'm going to tell you, Kaya, is that maybe you felt that you didn't understand what they said, but your soul understood what they said. I kind of want to make the difference between your logical mind comprehending a language, trying to comprehend a language, as opposed to a message that's coming through. And so your guides are saying whether your logical mind gets full clarity is not so much an issue here. Is your soul picking up on the message that matters? And so don't get too upset or nervous or frustrated if you're not really getting the message loud and clear. Your soul is getting it. And I feel, let's see what they say here. It's the full, you're about to embark on a whole new journey. And so it makes sense that not everything makes sense. So in other words, don't expect clarity on a clarity journey. You will get there, but it's the whole point of the journey to understand this clarity. Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely. All right. Okay. Well, this kind of goes right along. The first thing I got was deep currents reconnection.
Mm.
So again, that's taking some of that me time and spending it in meditation. If you're like me and you have a hard time just meditating because I can't get my brain to shut up, do a guided meditation. There are a lot of folks in the community that do guided meditations that you can go click and listen, and it'll take you down whatever direction you're wanting to focus on. So there's that. And then if you're not, what I've always done when I don't understand what they're telling me is then I ask them to show it to me in to show it to me in picture form, or send butterflies, or let me see an eagle go by, something like that, something that wouldn't be normal, so that if you see it, oh, okay, they're talking, that's from them. I mean, if you have butterflies that are constantly flying around where you live outside, don't ask for a butterfly, because it's just going to be like, well, they're everywhere. But if you live somewhere where you don't really get to see butterflies, and you ask for them to show you with the butterfly, when you see that butterfly, you're going to know that, okay, they're talking to me. And then in that moment, look at, what are you doing? What are you thinking about? What's happening around you? And your message is in that parameter of wherever they show you something, look around you for what the message could be, because they picked that moment for a reason. And then I got, you need balance. So it's very important to work on your life work balance. Make sure that you allot enough time for both, but more importantly, make time for you, so that you can talk to your guides, so that you can rest. So, I mean, whether if it's listening to music, sitting down and reading a couple of chapters in a book, whatever works for you. But take some of that me time. Put it in your daily calendar schedule, 2 to 3 o'clock, me time. And you know that during that time, you're going to, let your family know, whatever, I'm taking me time. I'm going into timeout. Don't bother me. And sometimes it takes a while with family to really get the drift that you're saying, I need to go into timeout. Y'all need to go away. Leave me alone. And then I got time to reflect, and that just supports the other two. As you go into that time, it's going to help you to reflect on, they're going to bring to your mind what it is you need to reflect on. That's how it's always worked for me. So they may do it a little bit differently for you, but that's how it's always worked for me. So and I hope that helps, Arlen. Okay, let's see. I want to make sure. Arlene is a member. You see me visiting Mexico to see the pyramids. And when? Telling me pendulum. Will Arlene visit Mexico to see the pyramids in 2026? Yes. Will she make this trip between January and June? Yes. Okay, so sometime between January and June, the pendulum's saying that, yes, you're going to make a trip to go and see the pyramids. So start looking at lining that up and how that works for you.
I was getting the Two of Pentacles. So at first I was thinking within 2 years, but with Sherry's reading, that could also be a February time frame.
There we go. Okay, let's see. I want to make sure I haven't missed any guides. Okay, Sally made a donation. Thank you very much for your donation.
A message for December. Reflection. Reflection. And so it's reflection in the context of having a moment where you reflect, you self-reflect on what you're doing. But it's also interesting with that idea of reflection. I see this in the book here. Pay attention to repeating patterns. Certain symbols, numbers, dreams may be appearing in your life for a reason. These are reflections from the universe guiding you towards a deeper understanding. So I feel like this is not necessarily a month of action, but a month of awareness, a month of intuition, a month of you taking the time to look for those messages. I keep getting a sense, Sally, that there's an ancestor trying to reach out to you. It feels like a mother, grandmother energy. And I think they're
Yeah,
talking here about the reflections of the signs. So let me know if that makes sense. Mother, grandmother energy.
absolutely. All right. Well, I got reconnect, relive the past.
Okay.
It's important to go back and look at what has happened, what's been done, how can I make it better or make a difference in that. But at the same time, you have to realize that you can't go back and change the past. All you can do is change your present and your future. The past can help you know when things aren't on the up and up, so that you're not falling into the same kind of trap of believing things that aren't actually really happening. And then I got success and celebrate. So that tells me that as you're wrapping up December, you're going to have some successes on maybe a few things that you're working on, and you're going to want to celebrate. And that's a good thing. Celebrate to your heart's content. Just
Yeah.
don't drink and drive. That's my PDA for the day. Don't drink and drive. But success and celebrate, that could be not necessarily a monetary thing. That could be a family issue that's been dealt with, that suddenly there's a breakthrough. There's a success in that, something that everyone's going to be celebrating about. So there's, you have to kind of look at it that way. And then I got uh, marine alchemy growth. I just had the book open and it shut on me. Is
Growth. Yeah, that potential that you have.
Yeah, I mean that's talking about sometimes you have to kind of dive down deep, looking at your actions, your responses, what your guides are telling you in order for you to move forward. Embrace guidance that comes around you. It may not necessarily be from your guides. They might have somebody come up and tell you something or give you an idea on how to do something a little bit better. But that's all interconnected. You just have to open up to it and listen. The spirit can talk to you through all different kinds of ways. And yeah, I'm just getting it's time to do a little self-evaluating so that you know what direction to go in for the new year. And remember that also 2026 numerologically is a number one year. That's all new growth, new opportunities, new things happening, changes in the air. That's a good thing. All right. Sheridan made a donation, but I don't see a question. Did you have a question, Sheridan, or did you just want to make a donation? I'm glad to do either, but if you put a question in and you made a donation, I would very much like to be able to answer your question. All right, I'm not
We are
seeing.
so fortunate that sometimes people do that. They just appreciate
They,
and donate. So
yeah, and even if the reading's not for you, there are a lot of times when I've watched someone
yeah,
else and they're doing a reading on Jane, and that reading is really speaking to me. It's like, okay, I needed to hear that. Just it wasn't directed at me, but Spirit will let you know we're talking to you too, and so you got to be a little open to that as well. Um, try. Okay. Edward found her question and put it up for us. Will my children's books be received with joy from children? Well, okay, so she is a children's book author. Will I be able to make a living from them? I'm hearing yes. All right.
I'm
Thank you,
getting also,
Edward, for finding that and putting it up for me too.
um, I'm getting also the sense that you're gonna have to expand a little bit where you promote, where you talk. You have to get the word out, and also what they're telling me is find people that can carry the word out for you. In other words, like find people that will talk about your children's books so that you
Yeah.
amplify the message. Yeah. Because it's really a numbers games. Like the more eyes see it, the more opportunities there are to sell them. And so find where who could be your advocate, who could bring them to life. Yeah.
Very much so. All right. And I got okay. I got brain fog, confusion. So don't become so overwhelmed in one or two particular ways to, like Nathe was saying, to get the word out. There are tried and true ways to do it, but you know, reach out to content creators, maybe, readers or people that deal more with children's stuff, and offer them a book. Say, hey, if I send you one of my books, would you read it and then talk about it on your channel, and just word of mouth. You would be amazed at how many things get purchased because somebody somewhere online talks about it and says, wow, I bought this book, or I bought this pair of jeans, or I bought these shoes, whatever, and they start talking about it. And the next thing you know, the seller is going out of stock because all these people see it and they think, oh, well, if so and so likes it, then it ought to be good for me. I mean, you get a lot of celebrities that do that on the down low. They're not really pushing, but they will talk about things they like and do, and it's kind of the same thing. So
Another quick message. Sorry to interrupt you, Sherry.
mm,
But a specific message I got for you to donate some of those books to a library because they
yes,
would really
yes,
start promoting them. Yeah. So just
especially
donate one to a library, and then people will see it and say, "Oh, I actually would like to buy it." Yeah.
volunteer to come in for children's reading story day
Yeah.
to read one or two of your books and see what kind of reaction you get from the kids, from the parents. Have a stack of books there with you. If they really like them, they can buy them.
Yeah. On the
If you've
spot.
donated a few to the library, then they can go get in line and check them out. But 9 out of 10 times when they check out a book, they're going to bring it back because they've gone out and bought all of them, so they don't need to check them out anymore. There are
Yeah, or
different ways to, yeah,
like Kelsey
there,
here was saying, libraries or even bookstores when they do have reading days, and yeah.
yeah, there's a lot of times they'll have like open mic night type things where you can go in and you can promote your product or whatever that's for that particular kind of audience. And uh, don't ever knock the word of mouth way, because that can make a big difference. Just from people talking about it. You get enough people talking about it, you got people going and checking it out at the website or the bookstore or wherever. And next thing you know, you've got a bestseller on your hands. So anything
There's
is
no,
possible.
yes, there's no starting small. Actually, just a fun fact. Very, very early in my days, I was doing reading in a hotel lobby. They had giving me a little table, and where people were coming in and out, and I was doing readings there in the hotel lobby. And that was a way for me to start doing readings publicly.
Yeah, exactly. And then I pulled Moonlit Whispers Intuition. And that's just talking about trust that quiet voice within. You're going to know when it feels right to go in a particular direction with this. You're going to feel it. And so you want to make sure that you respond to that. Um, Look for signs, use different tools on how to get your books out there, how to do that. And I'm like Nate said, there are all kinds. You've got to put yourself out. You got to go out and talk to people and say, hey, I'm doing this. Can you sponsor me for an hour to set up shop and talk about my book, and offer discounts to somebody that, or offer signed copies. That's always a big seller. People will go out and buy a book just because the author's there and they're willing to sign the book. So it's like,
Yeah.
because then it becomes a more valuable book. You've got a signature in it. Um, I thank you, um, Sheridan. Sheridan, I guess is how you say that. Um, I hope that I hope that helped. Stargazer also had a question with donation. Thank you for that. Widowed now and done caregiving my loved ones. Does energy year 2026 feel more uplifting?
Oh, yes. Queen of Wands, look at you.
Oh,
I love
there
that
you
for
go.
you, Stargazer. This is you taking care of your own power. You see the wand here with the beautiful sunflower on top of your head. Look at that beautiful energy for you. And that fire energy. It's more uplifting, but it's also because you're gonna get a lot more energy. That
Yeah,
fire energy. I see a lot of fire. And that's gonna be good. That's gonna be real good. Ace of Cups, your
absolutely.
emotions, yes.
All right. Well, I got boundaries challenged. So as you kind of stretch out and start doing some different things, you may get a little pushback from people because they don't understand what you're doing, or they don't understand your goal or your focus or what direction you're going in. And they're going to challenge that. So just be aware and be steadfast in what it is you want to do, so that as you're challenged, you can meet it head on and say, no, actually, this is my goal and this is what I want to do. Um, and I get adventure and travel. Um, so you may have some traveling coming up in 2026. Maybe to go see friends or relatives you hadn't seen in a long time. Maybe going where and seeing something that you've never been there before that you're seeing. Um, and then I got Mystic Waves Transformation. So as 2026 rolls in, you're going to start feeling that transformation in your life, that this feels right. This is the direction I need to go in. Because you're not going to get a neon light in the sky that says, yes, turn right. It doesn't work that way. But they're going to give you hints to go this way, go that way. And you just got to plug it and kind of listen for it. But I'm getting really positive vibes. I'm not getting anything negative at all. So it feels like everything is going to kind of just skip right along for you. All right, let's see here. All right, let's see. 1009 Lucky Girl. Feeling very happy and optimistic. What do you see happening or what do you see me doing? Who's a good girl? Who's a good girl? All right. Let's see.
Go lay down, poo poo, poo poo. Go lay down, poo poo.
The Ace of Wands, do you feel this way? Because there's a lot of new beginnings. You know, that's that fire energy. It's that the growth that you have. I think you're feeling happy and optimistic because it's a lot of initiation energy. That energy when you start a project, you know, that kind of like get going. I feel that it's lovely. You can do anything you want with that kind of energy.
All right, sorry I had to mute. My brother was feeding the dog and he has to sing as he does it so that when he remembers what he's doing and two, the dog stays calm. I have a weird family. What can I say? Okay, the first thing I got was Ancient Connection Origins. So this is talking about taking a good long look at yourself. Go back to your center. Go back to who you are internally. You want to go look at that. Do that kind of depth look into yourself to find who your true self is. And you'd be amazed at what will come out. And then I got avoid or keep to yourself. And I think this is kind of where you've been operating. It's like it feels like watch out for the pitfalls. You want to avoid those. And when it says keep to yourself, it's just part of that protective banner over you so that as you make decisions and move in certain ways, there's always the potential that it could go wrong. And so you have to ask in advance to lead you down the path of least resistance where everything goes right. And then I got home and family. So whatever it is that happens that you do, it's going to involve your home and your family, and that's a good thing. So
Yep.
Let's see, we got what time for maybe one more question. Make sure I haven't missed any donations. If you see one that just jumps out at you, Nathe, say the word.
Okay. Okay, let me look.
I'm kind of.
Gemini Mirari is asking me what deck I'm using. This is a whole new deck that I actually started to use today, and it's called the Arcana Nocturna Tarot deck. Arcana Nocturna Tarot deck. I like to change once in a while.
There you go. Guess what helped if I shuffled a card?
Dorella is asking when TL will be reaching out to me. Is a Cancer. You want to pick that one?
Okay. When will TL be reaching out to me? Maybe it's a Cancer. I got jumping cards here. Make sure I didn't miss any.
I don't think it should take that long. Page of Wands here. You can see Page of Messengers, and it's like it's coming a little bit with that energy. I feel like about a week, 10 days maximum.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's way off. It feels like it's all right. I got truth revealed. So there are going to be truths and messages coming forward that's going to help you know that you're gonna start getting some little signs before everything kind of gets brought out to the surface and he reaches back out to you. And I got treat yourself. So that would be a celebratory type thing. So that could very well be because you're celebrating this relationship coming back together again. And then I got whales, guardians, strength. And so you're thinking about the guardians. This, I think, is just a reminder that your guides are there to help you through whatever happens. But at the same time, it just feels like be patient. But I don't think it's going to take long. I would say within the next few weeks. I don't really get specific timelines, or rather, I rarely get specific timelines. But I'm just feeling like anytime between now and the next couple of weeks, you should hear something.
Yep.
I'm not able to read on his energy to see what he wants. I don't have permission to go in and do that. So, but I can read on your energy around it. And it's like, just kind of go with that flow and take it easy.
Same thing. Look at that hand being extended. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good one. All right. Let's see. We got time for one more question. Okay, Maria 5572. You're currently looking for work. Yeah, that's a lot of people currently looking for work. Wow, you do have a full plate, Maria. Holy moly.
Wow.
Y'all need to send her some energy and stuff to just hold it together. That's a lot of balls you got in the air that you're juggling there.
Literally, literally, two of pentacles, juggling those balls. You see that, Sherry? Look at the card I
Ah,
got.
there you go. I just had a hard mess.
I feel like that's what Sherry was saying. That we juggle a lot of things, but the message I get from the cards is you keep pushing, keep pushing. I don't think you're the High Priestess. Your spiritual life will carry you forward. Make sure that you take time for yourself. It looks like I get the sense like you do a lot for others, but also make sure that you save some time for you.
Yeah, that's what I got. Reach out, ask for help when it's needed. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Um, that's very important. Oh, Maria's got a birthday coming up on December 11th. Happy birthday. Wow. All right, y'all do your stuff. Send her birthday wishes. You'll get bombarded. Just wait. So, all right, we've been at this an hour and 12 minutes. Do you have time for another or?
Just a quick one.
Okay. Maureen, who's also a member.
Yeah.
Will my dad be home for Christmas? He is rehab.
Oh, okay. That's an important question.
Yes.
The Magician, I'm getting a yes, but towards Christmas, more like last minute.
All right, I'm asking the pendulum. It's just going in a circle waiting for me to specify what do I want to ask it. Will my dad be home? Will Maureen's dad be home for Christmas from rehab? I'm getting a yes. I mean, it went from doing a full-on roundabout to abruptly yes. So, yeah, I think Dad's going to be home in time for Christmas. That's what they're telling me. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I keep dropping cards. I keep dropping everything. All right, everybody. Well, thank y'all for coming. I'm sorry we weren't able to get to everybody's questions. We do try to get to everybody's questions, but when you got 50, 60 questions in the loop, it's just, we can only try to do the best we can. And I tried to mix in just regular questions with the donations and the members' questions as well. So I will be back on in a couple of hours at 2:00 Central with a new person, Rhonda Wenzel, and she does healings and intuitive readings and stuff that way. And so if you have any personal questions or anything, you're welcome to come back on my channel at 2:00 Central. And you might be able to get your question answered then. And then I'll be back at 10:00 tonight for the slumber party. And if you asked a question in any of my lives today that we weren't able to get to, if you come to the slumber party, put your question in and put a note. You weren't able to get me earlier. And then that way I can put you to the front of the line. So,
and I'm doing a show for members in about an hour. And tomorrow, Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern, I always have personal questions. So everyone welcome. So that's another opportunity. Yeah.
There you go. There you go. All right. Thank you, Nate, so much. I love it when you come and spend time with me.
I do too.
We will be back together this coming Saturday on the 6th. We'll be on Nate's channel for a pre-recorded deep dive show, and then he'll release it sometime that afternoon depending. And then on the 13th, which is a Saturday, we'll be back on my channel for another date with Nate and questions. And then on
Then we're in January for now. The second.
and then on the 2nd of January, we're going to come back and do a live on Nate's channel,
which we never do.
2026 predictions. Yeah, we always do pre-recorded just about on Nate's channel. So we're going to come back and do a live on January 2nd on Nate's channel for 2026 predictions. Yay, that'll be fun. So we got lots of stuff planned between now and the first of the year.
Yeah.
So be sure you check in every Sunday evening. I post my schedule for the coming week on my post page on my YouTube channel. So you can go look and see, oh, she's going to be here, here, here. And you can kind of pick and choose what works best for your schedule, or you can go in and save the program and then watch it at a later date at more convenient. I do that with a lot of stuff. I rarely get a chance to catch other people's live streams, or I'm only able to catch maybe 15 or 20 minutes of it. But then I save it and I can go back and I can rewatch it later when I have some downtime. And so people are used to see me walk around with earbuds in my ear all the time.
You have to give priorities to your own life, otherwise that would be a problem.
That's it. I still have laundry to do, and dishes to do, and wash my hair, things like that. Go take a shower. It's so y'all have a great weekend. Like I said, I'll be back at 2, back at 10 o'clock tonight. Nate, what about you? You got anything else today?
Yes.
Or did you just say it?
I did in an hour. Members tomorrow, 5 p.m.
Right.
Everyone. Yes.
All right. All righty. All right. Y'all have a great one. Bye for now.
Bye.